She is one of Hollywood's top leading ladies, but today Charlize Theron steps into a role many can relate to. Her new film, Tully, addresses a subject that has been taboo for a long time, and it's already generating a heated conversation. We've got Eli Glasner here with his Friday film review. We all look forward to this, but what's the source of the controversy, Eli?
Well, you know, it's interesting. I mean, I think on the surface this seems like almost a somewhat lighthearted film, but really this is about postpartum depression. And it's interesting because you look at where this comes from. Canadian director Jason Reitman and screenwriter Diablo Cody. So they wrote Juno, which was about teen pregnancy. Then they wrote a movie called Young Adult with Charlize Theron about someone who's kind of still fixated on her youth. And now we have another step in that maturing process, and it is motherhood. But this is a view of motherhood that is, you know, not the Hallmark card. You have Charlize Theron playing Marlo, and she is a woman who has 2 kids, a third on the way. She begins incredibly pregnant. Now this beautiful little girl arrives, but, well, it's not a very happy baby, and you can see it's taking a toll. Let's take a look. There you go, and that's one of those moments that resonates so well. I mean, you have Marlo in that kind of cycle of sleeping and changing and feeding and sleeping and changing, and she doesn't have time to change herself, and then dropping the phone in the crib. They did focus groups with real moms, and some of those real stories actually found a place in this movie.
Reitman's other movies, compare this to some of them.
I think a lot of what he captures is that chasm between what we thought our life would be and then where we are. And so now with Marlo, you have this woman, you know, she looks at the Instagram supermoms and she's punishing herself saying, I am not that. Let's take a look.
Great moms organize class parties and casino night. They bake cupcakes that look like minions. All the things I'm just too tired to do. Honestly, even getting dressed just feels exhausting. I open my closet and I just think, didn't I just do this?
So the weariness, the exhaustion. But then what happens? She has a brother who's very successful. The brother says, why don't you use our night nurse? Our what? Well, they have this service, this woman who comes in the evening and actually helps with the sleeping and feeding. So there's the brother. And at first she thinks, you know, that's a little too much. We're not sure we're cut out for that. But eventually she's at the end of her rope, and so enter Tully. And Tully is like this millennial Mary Poppins. She arrives, Mackenzie Davis is the actor, and she is there to help mom and baby, and not just the baby, not just the mom, but really the whole house. She's this endless supply of energy and advice, and soon there are cupcakes, romance is rekindled in the bedroom, and mom goes from, you know, looking like this post-pregnancy nightmare to, well, frankly, the movie star, Charlize Theron.
Right. So don't keep us in suspense then. It's Friday. We need your actual star rating.
My actual star rating is 3, so I'm kind of down the middle on this, and that's because I do really appreciate some of the insights. And what the writer, Diablo Cody, is talking about is this woman who is now looking back at her life and saying, you know, this is not where I thought I'd be. And Charlize Theron is so much the right actor for this because she can give you that forced smile, and you can see the tears just right behind the smile. I think part of my issue is with the direction. Jason Reitman pushes things so hard. So instead of gritty, we get something very stylized, and almost that view of the first few weeks of your new baby feels unrelenting. Like, I get it. It can be tough, but where's that little glimpse, that half a smile that kind of helps you keep going? Although I will say I bounced some of this off my wife, and she said, Eli, yeah, I don't really remember it like that. So that might be my perspective. But as we said at the beginning, really what this is about is postpartum depression, maybe even a psychotic break. And that's why the appearance of Tully as this millennial miracle worker, it seems almost too magical, too convenient. And what she does and the way they explain it with a twist at the end, I think it robs this movie of some of that reality, some of that resonance. We need more movies about motherhood like this, but some of the gimmicks near the end kind of take some of that power away. So 3 stars for the performance for Tully.
Thank you so much, Eli.
You're welcome.